All right, I'm back with you and we've turned the camera around so we can both see what we're doing. So we're going to go into the door on the left, and this is the area called the vaults. Now originally there would have been small office, which really would have been the entryway. And then this would have been a collection of storerooms, really. This first room is set up for kids with the bunk beds, small desk. Here you can get an idea of just how thick these walls are. They are thicker in some areas just to support. And anytime we have these smaller windows, they've tried to turn it into a seating area. If you want to read a book, this is one of the world's most incredible places to read a book. It's fantastic. So another room down here, you can see with a small closet area. You'll also notice we've got some radiant heaters in pretty much all of the rooms. So, yep, there I am in a mirror, and yes, I am wearing a kilt. I've had a lot of people asking. They've seen photos with me in a pair of jeans, and they're like, what's going on? I'm like, I need to move fast, and kilts take up a lot of space in the luggage. So, and then we'll go this way, and there are two more bedrooms. So Michael is staying in here. It might be nasty, I don't know. So sorry, Michael. So just a quick look at his room. A lot of sheepskin. In fact, we're going to go out and buy some sheepskin. And then there is a small room here that you can utilize as well. Beautiful view of the side yard. So very basic on the first floor, but very comfy, and ironically the warmest. I think Michael was a little upset with me at first when I said, you're on the ground floor. We've all compared notes. So Shayla's in the bedroom off the great room, and I'm in the loft. And I think they were both a little jealous, but then they started comparing notes about how warm it is and how quiet it is. And yeah, I'm in the coldest and the loudest of all the rooms. So they're like, that's fine, you stay right there. So again, these are the lofts, or I'm sorry, the vaults. I'm in the loft. Real quick, for those of you who really want to see a bathroom, here's a bathroom, boys and girls. So fairly normal. This one is interesting in that it does have an arrangement for a full shower. In Europe, standing showers aren't as big a thing. They tend to have just the detachable spray wand, and it's just lying loose. And that's what we have in ours. And then real quick over here, we come in the door here. The castle does come equipped with washer and dryer. So, which I'm gonna have to change out here soon. So, as we come back into the entryway, now we're going to turn the other direction and head up to the great room. And here you can see the rough hewn steps. I've been doing these in the morning in my bare feet. Oh, I remember being a kid and we had a gravel driveway and I would run across it. So I'm like, how hard can it be now? Holy cow. It's amazing what 40 years will do to your feet. So you do have to go through a little warren of hallways. Sounds like Shayla's watching TV. And we come into the entryway for the second floor. And because one bathroom just wasn't enough for everybody, second bathroom is not too different. As you can see, I was mentioning before, in Europe, standing showers aren't that big of a thing unless you have a premium of space. More commonly, you'll just have the shower wand hanging loose and you use it when you need it. So there is a toilet over there as well, but I think we all know what one of those looks like. So, and then Shayla's room is right off the bathroom, and she actually has a door into the bathroom of her own, which was why we gave her this room, so she could have a little bit of privacy. And you can see her room and the tapestries, and all of the rooms have some kind of artwork, pictures, drawings of whether it's the castle or other ruins, both fortress keeps and especially churches and abbeys which were destroyed left and right by Oliver Cromwell. But we've got that kind of artwork everywhere. As we're coming back out, you can see the stairwell, and that's up to the loft where I sleep. And you can see a beautiful rainy day out on the lake. So now we'll go into the great room. So again, at one time, this would have been all one room. That bedroom wouldn't have been present, though that area may have been curtained off so that if the Lord had a larger family, they would have slightly more private place to sleep, those kids that were old enough to sleep on their own. And then we've got, again, another beautiful window seat looking out on the lake. Those of you who were talking about the photo I took at sunrise on the lake, this was the window. And the lake that we're sitting on is called Loch Corrib. Loch in Irish is like Loch in Scottish. It's just spelled a little bit differently, and it's a softer pronunciation, but it means lake. Corrib is the name. It is the second largest lake on the island, and it's the largest lake in the Republic. Back to the great room. So again, we see artwork of local ruins, and again, the Norman style tapestries that became much more popular. Interesting little piece, the triptych here on the wall with the galley. That is the symbol for the city of Galway. So one guess where they probably got a hold of that piece of art, but it is pretty nice. And then again, our giant fireplace. If you're thinking about staying in a castle, one, I'd recommend it, but don't think of it as a 5-star hotel. Think of it as an overglorified hunting lodge or that quirky old house that your grandparents left you. They are drafty, so fireplaces, you're gonna burn a lot of wood, but we've actually had some really nice evenings here, just sitting by the fire, talking. Actually, we tend to just sit here and take turns ripping on each other and then laughing. So then we come up a narrow set of steps. We have a refrigerator. Sorry, it's filling the whole camera there. And our kitchen is very small, but we've got all the essentials. We've got, a double sink. We've got a gas range and double stove. Dishwasher, microwave, toaster, water heater. That thing is amazing. I want one at home. And like 3 different French presses. So we've been spoiling ourselves with French press coffee a lot. Actually, every morning Michael gets up and pretty much just makes the coffee and it's ready. Here you can see the back quarter and our driveway out the kitchen window. And then I mentioned there's another way to the tower, and here is the stairwell that gets you there, and you can see how narrow those steps are and the corkscrew in them. So just for safety, all of you know me, grace is not one of my top 10,000 talents. I would probably fall, you would laugh, I would cry. So let's just say we did it and don't. So we're gonna head back out through the great room and I'll take you up into the loft, which is the final room on our tour. So yeah, we still have some breakfast out from this morning. And let's come back around this way. Another giant tapestry. And coming up the steps, and again, another window looking out onto the loch, or lake. And the woodwork here is phenomenal. Now, again, all the original woodwork was destroyed either by age or the fire that the IRA did. What little wood would have been left. Take a look at the vaulted ceiling. And there. So now we come up and we are in the loft, and again, through the 12 through the 1600s, this would have been the bedroom for the Lord and Lady of the Manor, and then any children that were too young to sleep on their own. The room is L-shaped. It's kind of hard to see right this second, but I'll swing around here. There's a little nook. And don't be looking at all my clothes. And yes, I did bring a kilted outfit. You know, I'm wearing one right now. We're gonna go a little formal a little later tonight. And then again, here's the stairwell. Doorway combination window that leads out onto the parapet. And this is where you saw photos from our first full day here. And this goes completely around the castle, and on one side it meets up with the tower, so you can get in the tower from there. And then there's stairs up to the very top of the tower where they would have kept the watch signal. So if there was a raid or any other threat, they could have signaled the tower keeps that were in the surrounding area. So that's about it for Carraigin Castle. Would I recommend it? Absolutely. Whether it's a tower keep or this one in particular, the one thing that I would give as a caveat is, again, if you're used to life in five-star hotels, that is not what this is. It is a home that you rent, so you are taking care of basic upkeep, food and all of the like. You're cooking your own stuff. There is no wait staff here, nobody to make your bath or your bed. And because it is so old, even though it was renovated in the 70s, it is a building from the 1200s. So it is drafty, it is cool. Now, of course, we're here in December, so it is fairly cool. It's not uncomfortable, but you're probably going to be wandering around in a sweater or a couple of layers. And that was fine. I mean, we all knew what we were getting into. In fact, we've been really surprised and happy. Today's the first day that it is really rained. Like I said, we've had some quick showers, but grand total, maybe 30 minutes total. So during the summer and the other seasons, obviously, you're not going to get as cold. And I think you'll be a little more comfortable at that point. But I definitely recommend it if you think of it more as an over-glorified hunting lodge. And one that you're doing the cooking and the basic cleaning and maintenance while you're here. But Galway, which is a city of about 80,000, is only 25 minutes away. It's closer as the bird flies, but there's a lot of back roads you got to travel. It is very quiet. We are on the lake. And it's beautiful scenery. So whether you want to get out and adventure a little bit or you want to just escape and kind of lose yourself in a timely place, I definitely recommend it. All right, everybody, that's the castle tour. We will see you back in the States in about a week and a half.